Milwaukee, Wisconsin, December 2025. Harley Davidson, founded here in 1903, headquartered here for 122 years, 3,000 Wisconsin jobs, the heartbeat of Milwaukee's economy. And right now, the data hitting Governor Tony Evers' desk is terrifying. My last video went viral. I showed you 2 million motorcycles sitting unsold, values crashing 30 to 40%, dealers trapped by what I call the floor plan trap. And then the comments exploded. Hundreds of you said the same thing. This is bigger than just dealers. Harley's gonna lay people off. Wisconsin is screwed if Harley goes down. This is a political crisis. You're right, because this isn't just about motorcycles anymore. This is about 10,000 jobs, 30,000 Wisconsin residents. This is about the state's economy. This is about a governor watching his state's most iconic employer bleed. Today I'm going to show you why the data facing Governor Tony Evers would make any politician panic, why Harley Davidson's collapse isn't just a motorcycle problem, it's a Wisconsin crisis, and why 10,000 manufacturing jobs could disappear, affecting 30,000 Wisconsin residents, right before an election year. By the end of this video, you'll understand why this motorcycle market collapse just became political. Stay with me. Act 1. Why Wisconsin should panic. Let me explain why Wisconsin is different. Why a governor actually has a reason to be concerned when most other states wouldn't care. Harley Davidson, founded in Milwaukee in 1903. This isn't just a company, it's woven into Wisconsin's identity. Here are the numbers any governor would be looking at. 3,000 direct employees. Harley Davidson Wisconsin facilities, 7,000 plus supply chain jobs. Suppliers, dealers, logistics network, 10,000 plus manufacturing jobs tied directly to Harley Davidson. 30,000 Wisconsin residents, families depending on these jobs. 480,000 total manufacturing jobs. Statewide, Harley is a major player. Now imagine the data coming across the governor's desk. Harley Davidson stock down 40% year to date. Motorcycle sales, worst performance since 2011. Q4 projections show continued decline. Dealer inventory at record highs. But here's what makes this different. Here's why the governor's office knows this is coming before we do. It's called a WARN notice, worker adjustment and retraining notification, federal law. When a company with more than 100 employees plans mass layoffs, they must file a warning with the state government 60 days in advance. 60 days. That means if Harley is planning layoffs for March 2026, the paperwork hits the governor's desk in January. While we're watching dealer inventory pile up, the governor's office watches legal filings. And when those WARN notices start arriving, he knows the job bomb is about to explode. Governor Tony Evers spent 2025 fighting for Wisconsin manufacturing. In October, he said, manufacturing supports over 480,000 jobs here, making Wisconsin one of the top states. He's been warning about tariffs, about federal funding cuts, about economic headwinds. But the crisis he's been warning about, it's arriving faster than anyone predicted. Let me show you why any governor looking at these numbers would be concerned. When Harley starts cutting production, it's not just 3,000 factory jobs, it's 10,000 manufacturing jobs across Wisconsin. It's the supplier in Waukesha making leather seats, the chrome plating shop in Racine, the logistics company in Kenosha, the dealerships across the state. One job at Harley supports multiple jobs elsewhere. That's basic supply chain economics. 3,000 direct jobs at Harley, 7,000 in the supply chain, 10,000 total manufacturing jobs. Multiply by average household size, 30,000 Wisconsin residents directly affected. In a state where presidential elections are decided by 10,000 votes or less, 30,000 affected voters matters a lot. And here's the political problem. 2026, election year. How do you campaign on Wisconsin's economy is strong when the state's most iconic company just announced production cuts? You don't. Act 2, the floor plan trap recap. Now, the governor doesn't need to understand motorcycle floor plan financing. But the crisis destroying Harley dealers is the same crisis that could trigger those Wisconsin layoffs. Quick recap for anyone who didn't see part 2. Dealers don't own their bikes. Banks do. It's called floor plan financing. The bank loans the money to buy inventory. The dealer pays interest every month. When they sell the bike, they pay the bank back immediately. Here's the problem. The market collapsed. Bikes that dealers owe $25,000 for, they're now worth $18,000 at auction. But the dealer still owes the bank $25,000. $7,000 gap. If the dealer sells at current market price, they have to write a check to the bank for $7,000 out of their own pocket. $7,000 cash that they don't have. So dealers keep prices high. Bikes don't sell. Inventory piles up. 300 days, 400 days, over a year sitting unsold. And when dealers stop ordering bikes because they're drowning in inventory they can't sell, the factory stops making them. Harley Davidson has multiple Wisconsin facilities: Milwaukee, Tomahawk, Menomonee Falls. When dealers stop ordering, production slows. When production slows, shifts get cut, then temporary layoffs, then permanent. In Harley's last earnings call, they said, "We are managing production to align with market demand." That's corporate speak for we're making fewer bikes. And fewer bikes means fewer workers. And this is where it becomes a political crisis. Because when Harley cuts production, those workers don't just lose paychecks. They stop spending money. They stop paying taxes. They stop supporting local businesses. The restaurant near the Harley plant loses lunch customers, the gas station, less morning traffic, the retail stores, empty parking lots. This is how a motorcycle crisis becomes an economic crisis, and how an economic crisis becomes a political problem. Act 3, the governor's dilemma. So what options does a governor actually have when facing this? Not many. He could offer tax incentives to keep Harley in Wisconsin, but Harley's not leaving. They're just selling fewer bikes. Tax breaks don't fix demand. He could blame Washington, and he has. Tariffs cost Harley over $100 million in the trade war with Europe. That hurt. But tariffs didn't fill dealer lots with unsold bikes. High interest rates crushing buyers didn't help either. But the floor plan trap? That's what's killing dealers. He could announce retraining programs, unemployment assistance. That's what politicians do when layoffs hit. And he will. But it doesn't bring the jobs back. And here's what makes this politically devastating. These aren't just random jobs. These are union jobs. United Steelworkers, International Association of Machinists. These are the exact voters who decide Wisconsin elections. If the unions turn on him because they feel abandoned, if Harley workers feel he didn't fight hard enough, that's an election problem. And here's the timeline that should concern any governor watching this. Right now, December 2025, off-season. Sales always slow in winter. But this winter is different. Dealers still paying monthly interest on floor plan loans, still making payroll, still have bills, and inventory just sits. And when spring doesn't save them, when March and April roll around and bikes still don't sell, the banks send auditors. They count bikes. They check VINs. They calculate losses. Dealer owes $2 million. Inventory worth $1.5 million. 7 figures underwater. Credit line pulled. Dealership closes. When Wisconsin dealerships start closing, Harley stops shipping to Wisconsin. Orders drop, production drops. And then the warn notices start arriving at the Capitol. First quarter 2026. That's when the math stops working. That's when banks pull triggers. That's when warn notices hit the governor's desk. Mark it. That's when this trap springs, and any governor standing in that office will face the same question. What are you going to do about 10,000 jobs? Act 4, the political fallout. Let's talk about what this means politically. 2026, midterm elections, governor's race. Wisconsin is always close. Wisconsin has been losing manufacturing jobs for years. Harley would be one of the biggest single hits. And this isn't just a Milwaukee problem. Harley dealerships are everywhere in Wisconsin. Small towns, rural counties. When the dealer in Wausau closes, that's jobs gone in a town of 40,000. When the Green Bay dealer lays off staff, that ripples through the local economy. These rural counties vote heavily in every election. Manufacturing job losses in those areas, that creates political problems regardless of party. And the timing couldn't be worse. If layoffs hit in Q1 2026, that's 8 months before the election. 8 months of negative headlines, 8 months of unemployed workers, 8 months of what is the governor doing about this? Act 5, what comes next? So what happens next? Here's the likely timeline based on current data. Right now, holiday season. Dealers offering 0% financing, massive discounts, desperate to move inventory, not working, dead of winter, worst month for motorcycle sales, dealers bleeding money, paying interest to banks, watching inventory age. Some will close. Banks start serious auditing, calculating losses, making decisions about credit lines. More closures. Spring arrives. Riding season theoretically starts. But buyers aren't coming. Interest rates still high. Prices still too high. Economy still uncertain. Dealers realize this isn't temporary. If production cuts lead to layoffs, warn notices would have been filed 60 days prior, meaning January or February. And if that happens, the governor faces press conferences, questions about 10,000 manufacturing jobs, 30,000 affected families, pressure, first quarter 2026. That's when we find out if this becomes a crisis. That's when the data becomes reality. That's when decisions made in boardrooms become headlines. Now here's where Wisconsin viewers come in. I want to track this in real time. Here's what I need from Wisconsin viewers. Comment below with this format: your county, dealer name, and current status. Examples: Milwaukee County, Joe's Harley, offering 0% financing. Dane County, Madison Motorsports, layoffs announced last month. Brown County, Green Bay Harley, heavy discounts, empty showroom. Let's build a real-time map of what's happening on the ground. Let's document this as it unfolds. Top 10 get featured in Part 4, when we track first Wisconsin developments. If you're a Harley employee in Wisconsin and want to share what's really happening inside, my DMs are open. Complete anonymity guaranteed. No names, no faces, just the truth. The motorcycle market collapse is real. 2 million bikes sitting unsold nationwide. Values down 30 to 40%. Dealers trapped by floor plan debt they can't escape. But for Wisconsin, this isn't just about motorcycles. It's about 10,000 manufacturing jobs, 30,000 Wisconsin residents. It's about the state's most iconic company. It's about small towns losing their biggest dealership. Any governor watching this data would be concerned, not because of politics, because of people. 10,000 jobs, 30,000 families, and the timeline? It's arriving fast. First quarter 2026. If the banks pull the trigger, if the closures accelerate, if the warn notices arrive, someone will have to answer for 10,000 jobs, 30,000 families, and answer they will. Subscribe. Because when Q1 2026 hits, when those dealer closures accelerate, when we find out if this prediction comes true, you'll want to know exactly what happened. Next video, the trap springs. First closures confirmed. You'll want to see this. Wisconsin viewers, drop your county and dealer status in the comments. Let's track this together. The floor plan trap, Q1 2026.